Oh look! It's Norman! Dazzling Tash. Dazzling Tash. Everyone is a fan of Norman's hat. Great hat. Great. People keep punching me in the face and knocking it. They're jealous of that. Right. Well, I am on my usual time. But everyone else won't be. So it's probably not going to be very busy to start with. And I'm trying to think, what would Norman want to do today? Good evening, Friday night. How do? Penguin. Managed to fix a few things, which I'm proud of. I figured out how to use voice meter properly. I can maybe have checking some of my VODs and things. Might mean I need to install a pop filter on my mic. And other thing. Something OBS related. Cool indeed. Gonna have to enunciate a bit more. Enunciate. Not very good at it. Plus, I probably don't have expressions except for the mouse. So. Hey ho, bumbling along. No. What was I going to say? Oh yes, I have some channel point rule for roleplay specifically, which could give me some suggestion. What you want Norman to do, actually being my, up to my discretion. Can't harm poor Norman. Wouldn't want to do anything to this lovely boy, would you? Nor harming other players. That would be nasty. So you could do that if you wish. Other channel point rule. Now that I'm hoping that I have been fiddling with my noise gate a little bit. I haven't actually realised that I'd gated my mic twice. I've taken that off for now. Main reason I put a noise gate on is I live next to a main road. This main road is the main route to the hospital of my local town. So on occasion you may hear a siren. Don't be alarmed. Plus, I obviously don't want my tappy taps on the keyboard either. So hopefully I'm coming through okay. Had a bit of a world light last time. Norman did some dramatic stuff. He also got involved with Lucifer. Can you believe it? In fact, well, Lucifer got involved with him, really. He ended up with 3 people on duty. And for the latter half of last night, went on till night. For the latter half of it, we were constantly healing Lucifer. Kept getting beaten up. I think he first came to us because he had punched someone in the face or ran him over because he wanted to speak to someone in the EMS. Unfortunately, the person that was on duty at the time, i.e. me, and April, weren't the ones he was after. And I think he'd made some enemies because as soon as he had healed him and he left the hospital, someone shot him. So he brought him back into the hospital, healed him again, and his way. The end to a funny night. Weird things happen. Oh, steady on there. Boy. Maybe the music isn't overpowering. Yes, level. Sometimes a bit of a tell the story. Let's first of all see. Black is a taxi. Oh, because she's a student. I remember. So we met Stacey Black last time. Stacey Black is a... I think she said she was a PhD student. Learning criminal psychology. Weirdly enough, I think it's the same person. Same person that actually is on duty in the EMS sometimes. Only found out after. Tweet out today. What a lovely day. Been up signing tweets. Silly. Start. Go on. Looking quite sassy. Sassy, Norman.
Drop it on HR's desk. Thanks, man. Bye.
Oh, something I wanted to try was someone told me I could spawn a helicopter. Services apparently have access. Yes, baby. Like I remember how to fly a helicopter in GTA, yeah. Everyone's taking their air sickness pills. That's enough of that nonsense. So it's true. I don't feel very confident in putting someone in it. Scares me a little. It gives me another option when I have someone up north to go to. It takes so long to get up to Polito Bay. So next time there's a call up at Polito Bay, we're gonna go in the helichopper. Trip round the city, bit deserted. Look, an empty car park. I thought it. Thought it. What I'd like to do, I'd like to be earning some money, and I'm kind of thinking that crime does pay in this. So. And I'm really having second thoughts trying to play a character which is basically a nice person. Because it doesn't earn an awful lot since I left the taxi service. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. I mean, I know they're probably going to look at some of the wages and things like that, because I earn £50 or $50 per 10-15 minutes, something like that. You would earn the same as a taxi driver, but then they would have their fares on top. I could earn more as a taxi driver taking one journey up the freeway and back than I would with a few hours in the EMS service, though. It's not balanced, though. And I was seriously considering maybe doing something with Norman to make him a criminal. I like my sweet little boy. The bowler hat. But I wondered whether to start a different character. Maybe Norman's long lost son. Yeah, I mean, even if I did become a crim, I would probably still be a pacifist crim. No? I do like the idea of being in some kind of gang, though. Obviously, the biker gang, which I'm kind of interested in because I like bikes. Not necessarily Norman likes bikes, I like bikes. So that'd be kind of cool. Not quite decided what kind of biker I'd like to be. I'd like to create characters which are what's the words? Not normal stereotypes of those. So. That takes time, though. I still I'm kind of bouncing around between different groups. Obviously, being an EMS, you kind of meet lots of people, you get to know lots of people, but I still don't belong to any particular clique. It will. So that's where the recording studio is. Where Ralph has his gang. So, bouncing around the middle is... yeah, it's kind of hard. Plus, having a bit of kind of social anxiety, which I bring to Norman anyway, it doesn't make it easy. It's like I wanna be able to join a group, but I don't quite know how to do it. It's always that part of me that wants to wait for an invite, you know. Indeed. Don't worry about the auto mod thing. I saw the message, but it is. I mean, I suppose there's a lot of people that would say that anxiety disappears when you don't have a face and a name. That's not entirely true. Not entirely true at all. This direction. Whoop, whoop! But it's annoying when you see all the crims in their lovely cars and their lovely houses and things, and I'm just a poor old paramedic struggling to get by. But I'm a seatbelt on. Yeah. It's the same with when I started at the EMS, I got given like a on-the-job training, and it was as nerve-wracking as a job interview. I was shitting bricks, even though it was probably a dead cert, you know, that I was going to get the job. I don't think they would RP interview failure. I hope they wouldn't. Just gonna sit there. I'm gonna go. But yeah, the RP is not something that comes naturally to me. I like characters, I like stories. That's all good. I've only just started playing D&D with a couple of friends and a few strangers. That was quite awkward to start off with. Coach. And I've got more confident with that as I'm going along, so it's a good sign. Oh, that's a shame. I would say just take your time with it. I would talk to maybe a few people on the Discord, and lots of people in this community are very understanding. They're probably in the same boat as well. Because what you'll find is... Yep, okay. What you'll find is that looks can be very, very deceiving. You'll find that a lot of Twitch streamers that give off a confident, outgoing persona are not that way, and struggle with the same struggle that you and I might. So. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's like making up things as you go along. Making up a story as you go along. So what I try to do is not have a concrete idea of what I want to do, because I feel like I would become a bit too rigid. I'm still trying to become a bit more free-flowing, because there's that thing in improv, technically what this is, which is yes and. I still struggle with that, because I always second guess things too much. I always overthink. Sometimes that can make me seem like a stuttering mess. It's like someone says something and I'm like, how do I react? But there's some interactions, especially with doing paramedic stuff, there's some interactions where you just have to stand there and go, okay. Particularly some of the highlights I had last night. There was I think there was two particular people that I met twice in, or maybe even 3 times in a short space of time. 2 what looked like motorcycle riders. It's following this taxi driver. I know it's human. And the interactions I had with them were just silly. Absolute silly. So my character is Norman Cradduck. That's my man. Bloke with the bowler hat. Always get nice comments about my bowler hat. At the start, I tried to play him as a dapper gentleman. Indeed, I have, yeah. Meet all kinds of people when you're in EMS. The only thing that sometimes I struggle with is names. So if I respond to a call and I know the person, I've seen them around, but their name probably escapes me. Something I always seem to struggle with. So it's like, hello, person. It's all fun though. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. The thing that I wanted to obviously do with Norm to start off with, I had ideas that, yes, he was going to be a dapper gentleman. And he was going to have this posh English accent. Now, I'm far from it. I don't have a posh English accent. And I don't necessarily... I can do a posh English accent. But what I found out was I can't normally RP and do an English accent, posh English accent. I can either do either or, you know. So I would flip in and out of impressions. Other people, maybe it goes with time, I don't know. But there's no way I would attempt doing anything American, Scottish or Irish. I have no idea. Posh English is... It's either that or playing a geezer. I can do a geezer. Cockney geezer. But that's about my breadth of acting. And that's sometimes the funny thing is you'll meet several different characters but they have the same voice. And you're like, I know you, but I don't know you. You know? That's the hard part. Oh, I wouldn't be able to do French. No. My French accent would be an abomination.
What's happening?
Yeah. I mean, I could kind of go all old geezer, but I wouldn't be able to do it for very long. It hurt. So. It could be old like this, you know. But I wouldn't be able to maintain it. There was something I did yesterday where I purposely wanted to disguise my voice, and I didn't decide how I wanted to disguise my voice until I got there. So I was very quiet, kind of umming and ahhing to myself, going, "What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" And it just came out as a whispery old man. I couldn't think of anything else. So maybe it comes with time, I don't know. Yeah. Particularly when I watch Guzbo when he does his late streams, he's great at accents and switching between them as well. I don't know how he does it. Same as good old Bobby. I love Bobby. I catch the monkey man. Is it monkey? No, is it a monkey man? No, pig man. We'll find pig man. Where's pig man? Norman doesn't know about pig man yet. He hasn't met pig man. I'm sure he might in future though. Curse the big man, yeah. What I found quite funny, and Bobby has experienced this firsthand, is that I'm still having trouble with watching my fuel. Oh, what's that? Another medical centre. Can't we have that one? I don't like to do the carrying method. To me it seems a bit odd because you wouldn't do that as a paramedic. You wouldn't pick someone up over your shoulder and put them in the ambulance. The only other method is to put them in the back of the ambulance, and it's not working. Both times I've tried to do it, I've been able to get them in the ambulance. I always forget what option to press, so I'm left trying to press all of the buttons. Could have a note next to my desk, really. My bad. No, after you. No, after you. So I can get them in the ambulance and sit them down. I don't know what view they have when I sit them down in the ambulance, because when Bobby was in the ambulance, it looked like he was doing a yoga pose. I've gone the wrong way to get to the hospital. Okay. When they're in the ambulance, they kind of compress the character a bit, and it kind of looks like they're doing the crash position for an aircraft crash landing. So, but it was getting them out getting them out the ambulance which was the problem. So whenever I tried to get someone out the ambulance, so I opened both doors, and when I tried to get them out the ambulance, it was said, "No, you can't pick someone up because there's no one there." And then it would close one of the doors in front of me, and I was like, what is going on? So it needs to have some tweaking to make it a bit more easier to use. So maybe like some paramedic specific option. Because at the moment it's based on the way that the police do it, so. Yeah, you see, FOMO. I get a lot of that. There's been many a times where I've sat down and watched a few people streaming it and then go, I want to be involved. But as with most of these things, I've had a good go at watching 4 streams at once from 4 different parts of the city. And it's very satisfying watching some of the things unfold. I've cut it down a little bit recently, so that I don't know too much. At the moment, I'm very good at distinguishing what I know and what no one knows. So, I'm sure that might change. I'm doing okay for now. So particularly like when we had Susie's stabbing. Oh, well, no, before that, when we had her court case. Now, Norman didn't know about the court case, but I did. So I came into the game and I was like, well, I don't know about it, so I wouldn't have known to go to City Hall. Luckily, someone posted on Twitter in-game and said there was a protest going on at City Hall, so I could then go to it. Then after that, there were certain notes about where she was or what was happening elsewhere. So Norman then knew what to do. And when it came to her stabbing, I think I was in game at the time, and I was taking balls, and I think it was just coincidence that we had 3 or 4 calls at once, and I think I just picked the first one that came in and said, right, no, I'm not going to the other ones, I'm going straight to this one. It just so happened that one was Susie, one of the main plot lines at the moment, and I got to be there to pick her up with the police. So the favourite thing about this is that I got being creative outside the game with Photoshop stuff that I'd not touched for a few years. So it's great. Scratch that itch without any worry about it sounding rough as boots. Yeah, all adds to it, I think. Because I'm firmly in belief that it's not only the in-game stuff, it's the outside stuff that kind of broadens the story, adds to the say the meta of it, but that's the wrong word. Adds to the experience of all the players. Yeah, we can have a laugh and a joke about stuff out of character, but you can have a laugh and a joke about stuff with callbacks to things actually in character, which I quite like. So, particularly I made a laugh and a joke to Hutch, who plays Officer Deepmore, and Adrenaline, his name, the stunt guy on the bike. And I kept saying to him every time I picked him up off the floor, I said, we should give you a loyalty card or something. Actually, maybe I said that out of game. Yeah, maybe I said that out of game. Maybe I did both. But that's something maybe I'd like to do. Is in character in the Discord, give him a loyalty card. So he could get it punched every time I visit. Because he seems to be a regular customer of the EMS. Particularly one of them was right outside the PD department at the back. He had somehow fallen off one of the bridges, I think, and landed just outside the gate of the PD. And it was in a fenced area. I was like, well, how'd you get inside there? So I thought, okay, get in the ambulance and just run through the fence and break it down. Brute force method. But that was interesting. The thing I like is, even though there's been serious bits, there's been other parts where you're just like, can't help but laugh at it off out of character. Laugh at the absurdity of it all. See what I mean? You know. It was like Lucifer comes in, and then we heal Lucifer, and then Lucifer goes outside and gets shot, and then we heal Lucifer again, and then the police come and they're like standing around and looking at the bloodstains and looking at bullet casings and stuff, and we're sitting there doing the theme tune to CSI. So it's things like that, you know. So I thought, is there any Halloween events happening in the city? Because I'd like to maybe try out serial killers for a few weeks. It's been mentioned about maybe the summer events, not specifically in character stuff. Maybe like events outside on a separate server. But I don't know what the devs have planned for that. Because I'd imagine it would get quite complicated if suddenly some serial killers turn up in Quiet City and start going on a rampage. Because you could imagine that maybe the city is always dark, always raining, always thunderstorms. Everyone has to wear a mask. Yeah, it's worth mentioning. But again, you never know what they've got planned. But they obviously had to push through this particular update, which was a big deal. And I'm still getting used to the everything looks like. The map is sometimes a little confusing with all the numbers on it. And whenever we get an emergency call, it's a blue running man, which is sometimes hard to distinguish because all of the other icons are blues. Well, most of them. But yeah. We've also got a thing to look up our emergency things now. I mean, the map is better than it was. Definitely better than it was. For visibility. Because I didn't like the black dark map. Because I couldn't see the pillbox. The map. Now it's fully visible. That's cool. And it's a bit easier to see where the beach is and where the outlines of where the grass and stuff is. So it's cool. It's better on calling out things as well. You can say, "Oh, I'm on Highway B." So there is that. And we were fiddling with our dispatch system as well, so our calls would come in. We're still getting like 2 or 3 calls for the same accident, which can be a little bit confusing because we're only supposed to 1-to-1. So that makes it a little easier, but I think it requires some of the other users to understand how it works as well. Who do you think I should bring up my idea with? Don't have a step up. I would think just posting it in public on the Discord in the citizen chat. People will bounce around their ideas for it. Brainstorming in public is always a good thing, I reckon. Some really creative people out there that have different ideas of what we could do for Halloween. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to have the winter map that they always have for online, but you can imagine going around on a snowy map, throwing snowballs at everybody. Yeah, I would. There's nothing against putting the ideas out there. Only the devs know what's possible with the current system. Ah! What is wrong with these locals? Their aggressiveness. Now, touch wood, I've not had to call the EMS whilst I'm in the EMS. Which is a good thing. I think it would be very embarrassing to do so. I have fallen off the top of a ladder. But thankfully I didn't become incapacitated. Otherwise that would have been embarrassing. Me and ladders do not get on, particularly in GTA. I actually got physically nervous. I wanted to scale a building because I wanted to see if I could get a good vantage point for something in particular, and it had a fire escape, so I went up the first ladder and then it had like lots of sets of steps, and the further I got up the building I actually started to sweat because I was becoming anxious, because I kind of know how finicky GTA can be with its movement of the characters, and it's very easy to vault over a railing when you don't mean to and fall to your death. So the higher I got up this fire escape, I was like, I can't do this, I can't do this. Too much. And I ended up kind of just having to carefully walk down the steps because it was making me too anxious. Because I had the idea that I was just going to accidentally move too far next to one of the railings and he would just vault over it. Because that's what GTA does. Do I get meds for being a paramedic? We get our supplies for free, so we don't have to buy all of the bandages and painkillers and med kits which we used to get people up. Thankfully, otherwise I won't be able to sustain what I do. Get a free flashlight. What else do we get? A fire extinguisher. I don't know why, although I haven't been able to buy one yet, or I haven't been able to get it out of the paramedic lockbox. I've been meaning to try it out though. If I can get it out the lockbox, I'd like to try out the fire extinguisher. It does. I've never really encountered any fire, so that's a thing. It would be class if they could actually figure out how to add the fire department. But again, I would imagine at the moment, as a player, I would imagine at the moment there isn't an awful lot that the fire department could do. The and fire department. Yeah, double duty. I mean, there wouldn't be too much for a fire department to do in this game. Because even if something explodes, it doesn't stay on fire for very long. So, what would they be there for? So, maybe that's why they haven't included it.
An accident? Is the Ubermarkt okay?
I like the idea of it, doing
You know how much I
NPC
paid
missions
that
for
thing?
it, but
For you to just treat it like a toy?
I don't know.
Sure. Your mother
It doesn't inspire RP.
paid the insurance.
Doesn't inspire RP. Lovely Dr. Pepper. Nom 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 nom. What people are saying on it. advertisement. All inquiries welcome. Grand Petit. That means Bobby. But now, rates by negotiation. Inquiries welcome via Bobby's Taxi. Try Hard Studios. Recording studio, karaoke, party, bar. Singing, telegrams, jingle, real world training, private. That's great. Right, hard. What would be funny is if... I know there's this gang update. What would be funny is if gang update may not inspire people to do gang warfare. They might just separate themselves off into cliques, but they end up working together and doing things. But then again, there might be people that just want to create mayhem. You never know. Again, I don't know if Norman could be in a gang. I don't know if that's his thing. I think if he was in a gang, he wouldn't quite understand what a gang was. I'm purposely playing him naive, even though he's technically 50 years old. That wasn't the button I wanted, that's the button I wanted. So Trick Daisy, I've seen his stream is in black and white. Which is a nice touch. And he speaks like Dick Tracy. Hey, wise guy, huh? Maybe a gang of yes! Gang of gentlemen, we all have to have twiddly moustaches. Bit nervous about the gang update, to be honest, but change 5. Maybe. I think obviously some of the rules are in place, so there isn't so much. I think it would come under power gaming if it was just people capturing territory for the sake of capturing territory. There has to be a story reason for it. I think they've been very adamant about the gang update needs to have some substance to it. Or at least the people in the gangs have to have substance. Gangs have to have some substance to them. They need to be established. So there is that. But I don't... At the moment, I'm not sure of the purpose of it. Obviously setting... people getting divided into their cliques is kind of a good thing, but I don't know the purpose of the capturing territory, whether it adds to money for someone's base, or I'm still not unsure why it's there. Probably easy to say if it's not actually in a gang. But as you say, we're going to have more upper class gentlemen. I mean, it'd be pretty weird, wouldn't it? It'd be a member of the paramedic, the EMS, to be in a gang which is associated with crime. Gives you access to certain money and making opportunity. Yeah. So you perhaps get NPC jobs with it or something. I mean, people that do all the drug running things earn millions. Obviously, Grimm was able to earn money just with the crypto market as well. It's how I'm earning my money at the moment. Not if the value keeps going down. The more you put in it, the more profit margin is going to be. So. But we will see. We have to see if Pigman comes today. I suppose what I've been trying to figure out is with any characters in general, they have to have like multiple facets to them. Can't be one-dimensional. So I've been trying to think of what would really annoy Norman. What would set him off? Would there be some kind of conflict? Or something that he has to overcome, or don't know. Each area will have its own shops, workplace. So maybe capturing an area would mean you have access to those shops and businesses. So then those shops and businesses can make money. So if you had an area which had the music studio, and then that has Burger Shot in it, and whatever, so you would collect subsidies of those businesses. Apps. But who knows? Still not sure. I mean, unless someone can entice Norman into a gang. I'm not sure how he wouldn't volunteer for one. Yeah. So what did they say? A maximum of 6 people? Gang? So maybe in each. I mean, on the map at the moment, it does show a couple of. I think this is the biker gang up here. Ralph's one. Ralph's one was visible, but it's not. Ralph's one was here. Was. They've gone. This one is marked. Don't know what. That's the only 2 I can see. Ventured up. So I think everyone's kind of figuring out, well, what am I getting if I capture a certain area? You know, if you captured section here, you'd have PD, you'd have a clothing shop, you'd have a house, you'd have the ambulance service, etc. But I don't know what appears for someone in a gang, whether they see more than I would. Map. But yeah. I may think of another character, I don't know. I don't know whether it will become too complicated for me to figure out. The stuff up here, stuff that's shaded red with this is captured by a gang up here. That's the motorcycle gang stuff. Which actually includes the cab office. It's just before it gets to the casino, though the casino is not really active. It's completely empty. But this is captured by somebody. Like blue shading. Which captures the impound, but that's by the police. Maybe that's a police served one. Okay. Not allowed to capture that 'cause it's impounded. don't know where the tow truck place is. It's nearby. Only affects less legit things that only appear in those in control. You could imagine if you captured this, there's nothing here. No, what area am I thinking? That area there. Anything there. Apart from factories and garage. Yeah. Well, it's here to stay at the moment, so I'm sure everyone's figuring out the same things. Take a while to RP all of this because one gang will out with it. That yeah. I said that to Midas. He was a bit confused about what be the RP motivation for it, and I was saying, well, there's got to be some friction. But all the gangs need to actually create themselves, and then have a reason to conflict with each other. Each gang needs to know about each other for a start, and that's going to take a while to happen. And then some beef has got to start, or some disagreement about something. And it can be probably something very trivial. And I mean, things we've seen on this server, it could be like something very, very trivial, like, I like Snickers bars. And the other gang would say, no, well, I like Twixes. And they could war over that, you know? It could be something really absurd. Because I am constantly surprised about... You can go one moment from something which is kind of hard to do, like I had to pronounce someone in RP dead, even though I kind of wanted them dead. I was glad that they were. And kind of dealing with the stuff between Deepmore and Susie, that was quite difficult. And then just, you know, seeing an alien just running about, you know, casually driving a taxi. Going to a funeral which is supposed to be all sad, and then them talking about ham. You know, it's... You have to take everything with a pinch of salt, I think, with this. I think I started a bit with Red Dead RP. And the server that I joined, she was having like population problems. They couldn't get enough people to join to make it worth actually having an RP session. And the world of Red Dead was felt kind of depressing to me. A bit oppressive as well. And I think, as usual, I would create a character that would be quite dark. Probably not on the surface, but kind of dark undertones to it. Thought that right. So it didn't kind of make me want to turn up and play it, because I wasn't really in that kind of... I didn't feel like being depressed. And this has been quite light-hearted. I guess someone zoomed through here. Because... as you do. I do love the Red Dead though.
Hey, how's it going?
I need to get back into the story mode stuff that I've been neglecting for a little while. Doing a playthrough where I'm a bad boy. But the last time I played through it on the PS4, I was a boy, but now I'm playing through it and I'm really bad boy. Shoot every sight and generally be bad in every instance to see what happens. And I'm surviving so far. Different in open water. Again, disk matrix. Ah. A helicopter. That was dangerous. Destination. About the top of the bridge. Penny killed Arthur. I mean, what a time to join the server. When all that was kicking off, I was kind of an independent party, just observing what's going on. Time. What a time! I'm still waiting for the Kestrel to come back. Like those new reports. Then press conferences in front of the PD should happen, I reckon. Eyes on the skies, etc. etc. I'm very surprised nothing has really happened yet. The only downside to being an EMS person is I feel very detached from stuff that's happening. Unless someone's leg is falling off. Yeah, and that's kind of the way it should be as well. It's quite funny though, witnessing it from the outside, because I got to I just got to see it as a bystander basically, and it was like, this is tragic. Some of the RP for it was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. Of this fictitious character that I didn't know, but it was hammed up. That word was intentional. It was hammed up to a great degree, you know, with the music and the pomp and circumstance of it all. Well, I don't think the cafe will be occupied, because I don't think anyone's going to be there if it's not open. Places worth going to. A couple of places that I normally just go the rounds to just to see what's happening. Cafe, Tequila La, PD. Whoa! Steady on there! First time you meet a player and he blasts you off the road. Confused about owned places, like there never seems to be anyone there. Yeah, I think it's coming a thing now that a lot of people are now seeing it worth owning a business. But they just need to do more with it. So things been suggested about Tequila La is that there needs to be events that happen which will inspire people to congregate there at a certain time. I personally think if there was an event that happened in that bar, it would become, the noise would become too overwhelming of everyone talking at once. I mean, if there's 5 people in that bar and 2 people are having a conversation, it is very difficult to hear what you're talking about. So, but I think it would be good to have some kind of reason to congregate. Because there's things about Burger Shot that have been happening about pest control and stuff like that. Which has inspired a little bit of RP. So the Burger Shot does have a proprietor, but I don't think they're on very often at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. But the other thing is, I think some characters are actually stuck in this particular thing. Is if you are RPing as an owner of a business, you would be stuck behind the counter for most of it. So if no one visits you, then your RP is literally just going like this. You know, so you have to think about that. But at least at the cat place, there are things to do when the owner's not here. I can't remember who owns it now. Or the character name that. What was quite funny though, I went to the burger shop, and I think there was someone already there, just kind of looking up at the menus. We both kind of stood there at the counter going, oh, well, I don't think there's anybody going to serve us. We had a chat about the menu and things. Comical, you know, rockstar naming. And then another geezer came in, I think it was Dixon, came in and he said, oh, is there no one in? This is awful. Let's write an angry worded tweet and all send it at the same time. And we did. So I said, burger shot, more like burger shite. Hello there, Midas. How do? Northern Club promoter. Only a couple of Northern people on the server. It wouldn't be Frank, but Frank is in the chat and talking about Burger Shot. I don't know the other Northern fellow though. Too sure. It's definitely not Jeb. Chandelier or something. I don't think I've interacted with him. I think I may have met him once. Hell did I just run over? Oh. Oh, it's the tailgate here. Hello! How do? I suppose I'm actually on quite early. Or lately it really kicks off around 11 or 12 o'clock at night until 3 in the bloody morning. Jeez. But if any of you witnessed any of the things that kicked off between Ralph, Mikey Pipes and Hootie, that was just fun on an RP sense and on a meta sense as well. It's quiet at the moment, that's how things are. I'm struggling to think of where to go to find people. Poor Norman's lonely. Yeah, he has an early bedtime. But I can't be doing like a 3 a.m. every day. I would normally have a stream on before I'd go to bed. Okay. But it is strange how it kicks off very, very late. I mean, maybe it's that most of the people that RP are parents. They've only just got their kids to sleep, and then suddenly they're like, right, now it's my time, you know. It kicked off last night, very, very late. Many a time where we had real big blank spots. On my street. I mean, talking before about Midas playing Lucifer and how the absurdity of it all. I was just like blown away by the absurdity. It's like, you know. I suppose it's extra confusing in the PD as well, that you were getting double notifications. You were getting our notifications and you were getting the PD ones. So that must have been a bit annoying. But I mean, it got very dark yesterday. When I took a time off shift. The only time I took time off shift to do something else RP wise, and the police came back. I think you were actually present for this. And you were like, "Where have you?" LeChuck was like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "It wasn't working." You should have been here half an hour ago. And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "There's something you should see." And then they opened the door to that private room and they said, "Oh, there's this dead guy here. Can you pronounce him dead, please?" And I was like, "Okay." I didn't know what to do. All responsibility suddenly rests on Norman. And I was like, luckily the character, I don't know who was playing Beetlejuice, and probably we'll never know. Maybe it was Roscoe. But it was like I had heard of Beetlejuice. Thankfully in character, because when Susie was stabbed, they said, "Oh, we know who it is, but we need to find evidence to capture him. It's Beetlejuice." And I kind of thought, that's a code name for something, isn't it? No, literally, it's a character called Beetlejuice. And I'd only heard that from a couple of police officers. And then Beetlejuice started sending out those cryptic tweets of, you know, "Here's my truck," and things to do with mushrooms, and it was freaking weird. Like, he was a priest. Not sure of the backstory, I didn't quite pay attention, but for the follow. But luckily they gave me some clues about what I should be doing. I was really struggling because I was checking his vital signs. Obviously we have an idea of, if I check their vital signs, you can see how they're injured, so it can give us a clue as to how to RP it. But I think Beetlejuice was he was emoting to be lied down or passed out, so even if I revived him, he wouldn't move. So I did that, I did the CPR, and he didn't move. So that's kind of suggested to me that I just need to say, right, this guy is actually physically dead. But it was nerve-wracking as hell, because I don't know the medical terms at all. So I was like, what do I do? And he obviously it kept saying in character, saying like gunshot wounds, you know, giving me a hand as to what I would be seeing, what I should be commenting on. Mentioned something about lots of mushrooms in my system. I was like, I'm not sure how that's relevant, but you know. But it was creepy as fuck. And I went a little dark with it as well. Because obviously I was very conscious of what had been happening to Susie, because I was kind of involved with when she'd got assaulted. And so I was kind of conscious that maybe Norman might either take it a little bit personally, that he had witnessed her being in a bad condition, and it might be, if he ever met the person. I've still got to watch Deepmore's VOD actually, because he was involved in the shooting of Beetlejuice. Spoiler. So yeah. Dark stuff. Dark stuff. And then the palate cleanser of other things happening in the city, so... Maybe I'd like to have some lighter things happen as a balance. I think you'd be the one in the PD would go to first. Oh, God knows why. Knows what? I'll be the one running around my head on fire, I think. I saw LeChuck looking at the display thing, like this bit, which is a lot more involved with the PD. Adding evidence and shit like that. I still need to get a little bit of a tutorial, I think. I still don't think we're using it completely. But we'll see. We will see. It made me laugh that Lucifer was coming in saying, I want to find one of your EMS friends because he attacked me. And I'm like, okay, but you're Lucifer. You know? I just thought that was quite amusing. People want to beat you up, no? But hey ho. Had to check. Had to check. It was just funny that we had 3 people on when all of that was kicking off, and poor old April witnessed all of it. But he's Lucifer, so he wants to cause chaos, so fits in with Midas quite well. He stole my bloody ambulance. I didn't care. I could spawn anywhere. It's coming out the city budget, or coming out my wages. I wasn't too worried. But Norman was having a bad night, and Lucifer turning up and stealing his ambulance was not the best time. Whoop. My bad. Player. You can tell a player because he's going 3 times the speed limit. Rang down. Nice. He's seeing me. Rang him back. Mimic his laugh. And it freaks him out. It's I did think about getting a voice changer, but I haven't thought of a reliable way to do it. Yeah. Just so that I don't have to blow out my own voice if I want to do something with a lower range. But he's not pretend, it's the real devil. Same as Pigman. That's a real Pigman. What are you talking about? It's gonna be like Scooby-Doo. You bring him in for questioning and say, remove your mask. And he removes his mask and he's like, I would have got away with it without you pesky kids. So yeah. It's gonna be a twist. Sure. Can't say much or you won't. I mean, the fact that last night everyone wanted to turn up to PD seemingly because the car park was always full. I mean, the fact that the police actually parked perpendicular to the road as well, just annoying. Well, he's Lucifer. So. Why wouldn't he be wanted? It might inspire someone else to RP another character. I know that Midas was very conscious about how far to push it, because obviously there are rules against religious content for a good reason. And if he started playing something to do with God, that would probably be a bit much. So it's a good balance. Who is it in that car? Because they are just tearing around the city in that Prius. That seems to be the car of choice because it doesn't have any fuel requirements. I was quite surprised when I arrived on the server, hearing all the lovely Scottish accents. Awesome. I have some Scottish heritage. Wouldn't know it for my accent, of course, because I'm not Scottish. It's good. It's quite comforting hearing all the Scots out in force. So. Most of us don't know how to drive the cars. Well, not surprising considering the police cars drove like shit. Probably actually pretty similar to how the ambulances drive. It's like you're driving a fucking tank. Horrible. Look! It's another player. It's Trick Dacey.
How's it going, sir?
It's going very well. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. You've been having a busy night?
Not at all. Very quiet.
Quiet in the city, you say?
I'm bracing myself for chaos.
The calm before the storm.
Indeed. Where's your moped?
Well, I have to go and get it from an impound. I just haven't been bothered to go and get it yet.
Okay. How's your, well, is this your first day, second day?
Oh, I've been here for a long time.
And how is
for as long as I can remember.
Really?
Our longest serving recruit.
Oh, I think the PD would be glad of your services then.
Well, hopefully one day I'll be made an officer and not just a recruit, but it seems to be a slow process for me, but not anyone else. I think it's to do to my old age.
Gosh. They're not discriminating, are they?
Oh, it's the only thing I can think of.
Well, sure you'll make your impact soon.
Or mostly, it might be due to the massive amount of damage I do to our property all the time. I'm not the most skilled driver, see?
Sure you're fine. Is PD busy tonight, or...?
No, real quiet. The only thing I've actually come across, I came across by accident, and it's a very strange situation, which might have even been locals.
So they've been a bit aggressive today. Probably got a mark down the side of my ambulance from them.
Oh, well, I drove past and an oil tanker was exploding.
Gosh.
But as much as I looked around, I couldn't see anyone or anyone else's car, so I could only think it must have been some kind of bizarre local accident.
Oh, okay. Is anybody else about? Have you seen anybody else on your travels?
No, I've not seen a single soul.
I get nervous when it's too quiet.
I know. It being a Saturday as well, you know, it's going to get a bit wild.
Bracing myself for the incoming whatever it will be. Maybe it will be Lucifer. Maybe it will be an alien. Maybe it will be something else.
You know what? I've met that Lucifer fellow. I found him to be, I don't know. I think he was flirting with me.
He had to pick him up a couple of times because he got shot.
Well, he's the devil, sure, so...
Yeah,
people are going to hold a grudge against him.
Yeah. But who would shoot
the
the devil?
Well, if you do pick him up at all, let us know, because we have a warrant out for his arrest.
Okay, I'll report back if I see anything.
Yeah, if you get him and you have to take him to hospital, let us know and we can meet you there.
Indeed. Are those shorts regulation PD?
Well, I don't know if you ever met our old captain, Captain Tenpenny.
Not really, no.
Well, Tenpenny, he gave me permission to wear these. This and the hat. In fact, the last time I saw him, he gave me permission to wear these shorts, and then I never saw him again.
They are, quite
It's almost like he
revealing.
knew. It's disarming, isn't it? So if you're out there doing a crime and you see these legs, you just can't help but be mesmerized by them. And next thing you know, I'm on your tail and I've got you. You're booked.
Good tactic.
And plus, I mean, look at these calves. How could I keep these hidden away?
My.
Not bad for an old man, eh?
Maybe that's what the devil was into. Calf muscles.
Well, he couldn't actually see below the waist because I was stood behind a desk.
Oh, it's a shame. Maybe
There's
that's
just
the way
something-
you're going to capture him. With your calves.
Might be. Because he's not going to expect that. Even more of an element of surprise. You know how you only ever see someone on a screen sometimes, and then when you see them in person, you're like, oh, there's much shorter than I thought. You're just going to be like, whoa, I didn't expect these incredible calves on this old guy.
Have you seen the other potential new recruit with shorts on?
I have. I met him yesterday. I don't know if he's got the job or not.
Pretty adamant that he did have the job, but I think that he's got to prove himself. But lovely shorts too.
Yeah, I think he saw mine and was like, oh, I got to get it on that action. Because when I first met him, he had jeans on and no shoes. So he saw, oh, look at these. I got to get a piece of that action.
His shorts were rather revealing, I must say.
Well, we didn't do a comparison to see whose was shorter. Do you think this is shorter?
Maybe not shorter, just tighter.
Oh, I see.
I could see more than I wanted to.
Oh, really? Is that a thing that can happen?
Well, probably. I'm a trousers man myself.
I see. Well, you know, each to their own. I can't recommend it enough, though. It makes you far more aerodynamic when responding to emergencies.
Yeah, I don't want to curse the world with my whatever's under these trousers. It's not a pretty sight.
That's fair enough.
Right, I'm gonna go do my rounds. Maybe see you a bit later on.
See you around. Have a safe patrol.
You too.
See you later.
I always forget the truck to get. Keep out! Half a tank of fuel. Hee! Interacted with somebody, at least. But I did interact with Midas as his alter ego character, called, I think it was Felonious. It was rather amusing because I made a comment about his shorts, saying I was seeing a bit too much flesh. So good fun. But nearly 20 people online now. Ooh. And the only people I've seen is Trick Dacey and that person that keeps whizzing around in their Prius. Shit, have I just gone the wrong direction? Bugger. Gone onto the freeway. It's like Simon Cowell turning consistent out. What's the next stage? Ah, yeah. So I was laughing quite a lot because obviously when Susie got out of the hospital, she was still kind of trying to do a job even though she didn't have a job. She was with her memory loss. I only witnessed part of it, but and the fact that she was handing out work. But if you saw when Jaffa had that tornado outside of Pillbox, it was a thing. Because she was still reacting to it in character. So that one. But it was so damn violent. I don't know who saw it from the outside. I don't know if anyone's posted a clip of it. But her car got absolutely totaled. She was actually as high as one of the, I think, at the top of the pillbox building, getting slammed into the top of it. And I think there was lots of people kind of rushing underneath to see what was happening. I think a couple of EMS members were kind of watching it, kind of moving around, helpless to do anything. And then suddenly it came to rest with a thud. And she kind of just flopped out onto the ground.
I cannot believe you standing me up again. You better not be with no bitch. Oh, when you get home, I'm gonna smell your dick. So you best keep it in your pants.
You mentioned that. No, it's kind of been swept under the carpet a bit.
Liar. I mean, Leon, you keep playing with me.
I think it not there we go. I think the person that plays you, Stephen, I think, isn't it? I think he got a little storyline was a bit much RP wise, so we didn't follow it up. I thought it might have been quite interesting, but I know that I was meaning to diffuse it because obviously me having dealings with Officer Deepmore over the Susie stuff, able to kind of diffuse it a little. So I wouldn't worry. I think most of it's died down. I know that Owen was talking about they wanted to have converse with the EMS so that we can work together a bit more. I've put a few things down in character on. Yeah, I fell off the hospital roof. You've fallen off the hospital roof. Set waypoint. See, we get one notification from him calling 911, and then we get another one to say that a medic is down, and they're both for the same thing. I haven't actually got my radio on. Whoops. So I've been on duty with probably someone trying to talk, but that's three for the same thing. That's why it's a little bit confusing. But I brought up those issues in character to the police, and Jesus, technically I brought it up in character to the mayor. She's gonna look at it. I think it will be a good. Where are you, Hugh? Did he say it was on the grass? Where are you? On grass, just down the stairs. Be out here somewhere. Where are you, Hugh?
Come forward.
What have you done, my man?
That railing on the roof broke.
Oh dear. Let's get you checked over.
I went to sleep on the roof last night, woke up underneath it.
Sure you've not been taking any of those mushrooms again?
Again?
Well, I don't know about again, but
Just look after me.
only looks like you've damaged your left arm, so you should be all right.
As
You're on your
my
feet.
stitches came undone from last night.
Hopefully not. Pretty lucky considering the fall you've had.
It was very scary. I'll get
How
the
many-
stairs up.
How many arms
Oh.
am I holding up?
Holding up? You're not holding any up.
Yep, you got it correct. Right, back to work.
I've not even clocked on yet. Oh, that's
There
a lot
you
of
go.
whiskey. Did you mean to give me 4 of them?
I didn't mean to give you 4. But
Do you want 3 back?
yes, please. That should help with the pain. Thank you. Right, I best actually put my radio on because I forgot to do that.
Right, you bring the
There we
ambulance
go.
back up top and I'll go up the stairs.
Okay, doke. Be careful. drinking on the job. I don't think the whiskey actually gives you the drunk state. I think I need to do to the... So all of these are technically the same thing. I'm not sure what that does. Well, I guess now I've healed him, it won't do anything, so... I did actually mean to give him a Snickers. That the whiskey was the first thing I saw. I got flustered. So I gave him some whiskey instead. Exactly. There he is, hobbling away. It's a good start to the day. Fall off roof. Off. I find it funny that the injured walking style makes you look like you shit yourself. It's either making you look like you shit yourself or it's walking on ice. That's what it reminds me of.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
10-5. It's a quiet city.
Quiet in the city. In a moment.
For your emergency call, I got 3 notifications for the same thing. I think one came on because you called, one came on because it was a medic, and the other one was there because I don't know.
Yeah, 2 I did because it came with messages just giving you more details. And then I think the one is just the automatic one.
Yeah, they detected that a medic was down.
That's
No,
interesting.
I'm not seeing you on the
2
radar again.
Oh no.
See if I log off on the app thing and then come back on, see if it appears. So it did that last time.
Oh, yep, I just did the same thing and now I can see you.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what you have to do then. Because I just did the same thing there. Is go on duty, but log off via the app and then log back on. And then
Yeah.
it tells the system, okay, you are here.
Let's have a look where the police are then. Not that I'm nosy.
No,
Or
no,
something.
not at all. No, no, it's very important to know. There seems to be one outside the station.
That's probably Trick Dacey because I met him earlier.
And it looks like he's the only one on duty at the moment.
Oh, maybe they're doing another one of their training sessions somewhere.
We
That
should
doesn't
have a
fill me with
training
confidence.
session. We should have a big training exercise with like pretend patients and like I think we should have a big test for all the emergency services. Some sort of big disaster. And we've all
Like
got to
a-
react. We've all got to react.
So, like there's a pandemic or something.
Yeah,
Or
or
perhaps
an
a plane
explosion,
crash.
a plane crash. Yeah, but
A gas leak.
I guess something major that would require a lot of attention very, very quickly.
Train crash.
Train crash. Yeah. A building blowing up.
Yeah.
Disaster on the freeway. Like, there's all sorts of things that we could mock up, and then we see how everybody reacts to them.
See if we could use our fire extinguishers that I've never actually used yet. Fires are... Oh, that, yeah.
Scush, scush. No, I think it needs to be an actual fire.
Ah, that's a shame. Only time I turned up to a fire, the vehicle was already burnt out, so...
Ooh, I can see a fire with my torch. Otherwise, you couldn't see it.
Well, if we had a power cut in the hospital, we'd be fine.
Walking weird now. Oh, that was odd.
Halloween. Curse of the Paper Jam.
No, no, not the paper jams.
Who else is on?
I got a bat.
Good. I got one of those as well, just in case.
It's Halloween. Gotta have a bat at Halloween.
Bobby's on, and Stacy. I didn't know Stacy was a taxi driver, but... One way to get something out. I'm just imagining that there's something kicking off elsewhere in the city, but we're just not involved with it. We can't see it. There's story happening, but we don't know about it. That's sometimes the frustrating part. You okay, Hugh?
Smashing.
Practicing your pratfalls, or...
Oh, that's interesting. If I'm behind these doors, I can't hear you. You sound muffled.
Indeed. It's the traffic. Can't hear me because of the traffic. Not that there's any traffic.
Where have all these cars going?
Well, as it's nearly Halloween, I expect something spooky is going to happen soon. Rather exciting, the CSI episode that happened yesterday.
CSI episode?
Yeah, when the police came down doing their investigations.
Who are you?
Exactly. And we witnessed Lucifer getting shot. What exactly happened with Lucifer anyway?
I don't know.
I heard you had a coming together with Lucifer.
I think we're good. I don't know.
He's been creating some chaos.
He's been bullying me.
Well, that's why we have a bat. Can't bully the two trucks at once. That was a bit weird.
Must be very thirsty people.
I should send out a cryptic tweet. Ooh,
I have
look
a
at that
bat.
picture. Yes, you do. Well done. I want the Ferris wheel open. I want the mayor to open the Ferris wheel. So we can go down, we can have a day down at the fair. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I have a torch.
Yeah?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
not my hat!
Muscle twitch. Muscle twitch. The way to... There
My
you go.
hat!
I like your parting.
Get gone to hell!
No, don't look at my parting. It's embarrassing.
I like it. The world should see it.
No,
Oh, that's big.
no. Can't see my bald spot.
It's not a bald spot, it's a parting. Parting.
I wonder if he gets notification of that. Oh gosh. Didn't realise that.
I have a
Bit
torch.
bandage. Or... That was drop. Didn't mean to drop.
Is that for me?
That's for me.
Why is it on the ground?
Picked it up, didn't I? Yeah, it's not there anymore. Doesn't seem to be healing me that much.
What? What's happened?
People running away for no apparent reason. Maybe I should have some water. Dehydrated. And a cheese sandwich. What if we hid in the bush and then someone comes to get healed and we're like, surprise! No one will ever know.
It said that.
Surprise, paramedic!
Ah, ah, ah.
Happy Halloween! I don't think they'll see the funny side. They'll be saying, oh, my leg is falling off.
I got afraid.
Say, oh no, there's blood gushing out. Oh.
Oh no. Oh, that was scary.
What's scary is I don't know where everybody is.
Am I heading?
Where is Hugh? I can't see him.
Boo. 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 Give you a fight. Ah.
Ah. Right, where's we go? In the past month, I have watched an old man get beat to death in front of my eyes. Last
Yeah,
night
you
I
can't
got
see me in that photo. I'm disguised as a bush.
No feeling. Fancy a catch up to compare the notes. Thanks. Listen here. You listen here, see? If any of you punks are thinking of committing crime, how about this? Get a new idea, Buster! Ooh, it's a zombie!
Where's you? Where's you?
It's a pity we don't have paramedic fancy dress costume.
I can't get up.
What
Get
if
up.
we went as the
Ooh.
PD for Halloween?
Oh, too scary.
Or we all wear monkey masks for the day?
Ooh. I'm a monkey.
Or a raccoon or something? I don't know.
Hello.
Hi, do you mind just checking my stitches, please?
Check your stitches.
Hopefully it's not as bad as yesterday.
Have you
Fresh.
had any accidents at all?
I was involved in an unfortunate car tornado yesterday, which didn't help matters.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, I've been alright since then.
You want to come inside?
Yeah, someone's picking me up in a couple of minutes though, so I can't be too long. Thank you, Doctor.
Everybody's
Sure you don't
fine
want to
here.
show your belly to the world. Do you want to take care of this?
I already did.
Yeah, does it look alright?
It looks grand to me. It's meant to be green, right?
Well, it goes with the outfit, I guess.
Yep. Outfit.
If it smells, does that mean it's healing well?
It means it goes with the skirt.
Perfect. Alright then, well, have you got any painkillers just that I can take with me? I took quite a few yesterday.
Yep, I've got some.
What's he laughing at?
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Have to.
Are you feeling generous today?
Very, very, very generous. I'm a kind person.
Well, thank you so much. Oh no, I can't have them, Norman. I've got a severe nut allergy. You're gonna have to take them back.
Okay.
If there's Snickers going, I'll have them.
I appreciate the
Thank
gesture,
you.
but very,
Oh,
very.
I got them. I got
Oh,
them.
thanks for the Twix.
Yay.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, Norman.
Lovely.
Thank
Those should
you.
help.
Oh yes, definitely. Chocolate makes everything better.
Chocolate always helps.
Lovely. Num 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 num.
Right, I think I'm
Chocolate and peanut.
gonna have to wait outside because I think someone's picking me up shortly. So thank you again. Thank you
Okay.
for all you do.
Thank
later.
you.
See you later.
Spell you later.
You seem in
She's
good
lovely.
spirits.
She's lovely, huh?
Surgeons did a lovely job.
It was me. I think. I don't know. I treated Susie after the big car tornado incident, but I believe she had been
Oh, before that, I mean.
admitted earlier. Yeah.
Got stabbed. By someone called Beetlejuice.
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 Oh my.
But
What a strange
Beetlejuice is
name.
dead. So yeah. Still feels weird going down to PD and asking about Beetlejuice, but you know. So, yeah. What now?
Shall we go on a drive?
Yep.
I'll get one out.
And the ambulance. Oh, I forgot. Left-hand drive. I could grab and store a vehicle. Oh, someone's just turned up just as we've left. Do they want something? Just about to go on an adventure. Oh, that's the person that's picking up Busy. That's a lovely car.
Yeah. Do you need assistance? We saw you pull up as we left.
There she is. She's in front of you. We're just there trying to pick up Susie.
Oh, Susie's lovely. I don't know where she's going though.
Excuse me.
I just helped her there. Yeah, just checking on her wounds.
I think she's alright. Listen, I need to go pick her up, but you have a good night, alright?
As just bending at the knees.
Big bad.
If you're going to pick somebody up.
Spinning at the knees. What?
But, what?
Drive on, driver.
Hey, have a good night.
I don't think he understood the joke. Crumple bottom and rub. Right. Let us resume our adventure.
Seat belts on.
Grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, I haven't got anything in my 3 slot. I'm gonna have to.
You can put a marker wherever you want to go, but I'll just keep driving.
Where should we go? Perhaps go to the cat cafe. I mean, there's usually someone down at the cat cafe.
Cat cafe!
Pushing for Sophie to get fined last night, she was loitering so much. Actually, it's probably a bit. She freaks me out a little because there's a lot more cars here.
Oh my god. Every time.
She makes me suspicious. Because I think she's a student that wants to know a lot of things, but she's too enthusiastic. So. A lot of cars here, but I don't think anybody around.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Bobby.
Norman. How are you? Oh, your friend. He looks like he's in a zombie movie, huh?
Yeah, had a little bit of a fall.
That is a shame.
Are you feeling since yesterday?
A little bit sore and stiff, you know. Just and a bit shaken up still, you know. Not the confidence
Oh,
man I
dear.
usually am, you know.
Oh,
Any
I'm
leads
sorry
on the
to
pig
hear
man?
that.
Well, I have my suspicions, but you know, no one is taking them seriously, you know. I heard the name from people. They had someone had a similar voice, you know, and but the police let him go, so who knows? Obviously, not enough to do it, though.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll meet him in some aspect, I suppose.
Hopefully, we just don't see any more pork products on the streets. Huh?
That is true. It's true.
Maybe we
If
go
we
to
see
a
him, we'll
cheaper.
let you know though, Bobby.
Well, yes, we'll let the police know. Huh? You should really let know.
Yeah. And the police.
The police. So, what is up? What's occurring today? Huh?
It's a bit quiet.
Quiet
worrying.
city.
It's quiet city, it's bish, but we come here all the same. Huh? It's cool. Huh?
How's your business, by the way? Your recording studio?
Just starting up. Huh? I've just put out a new advert. I need to post it on proper twits, but yeah, we're gonna be doing karaoke bar party nights. We're gonna do singing telegrams if people want that, or jingle writing or things and
Django writing, writing little tunes.
no, that's jingle bells. Jingle writing is like a little advert songs, you know.
Oh, what fun it is to write a song to sell lots of shade. Oh,
That's
jingle
good. Huh?
writing,
Not a
jingle
big market for
writing.
it though, huh? Not a big market for the shite though.
Wow.
I'm
People
sure
keep
it's going to
giving
be
it
very
away for free,
profitable.
Since the bottom falls out of that market. Was it for it falls out the bottom of the market? I don't know. Anyway, too much thought about that. And the other thing, what's it we're gonna do? Oh yeah, educational scenarios. We're gonna offer ourselves services to, you know, organizations like yours. You know, we could pretend that we are injured, and you could practice on us and things like that. You know.
I was talking
Ah.
about having a training exercise, like a big disaster. I mean, I had people pretending to be patients,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
see
yeah.
how the emergency services respond.
We were talking to LeChuck about it. You know, we could pretend to be breaking in a house, and he could get the guys to come along and, you know, see what would it be like to arrest people, you know, stuff like that.
Mm.
Now for
And
the,
then
you
what
know,
if you could get shot? And you'd be like, "Oh, let's pretend what it's like if EMS helps somebody who gets shot."
well, yeah, except you wouldn't actually be shot. You pretend you'd go, "Ow." I
Yeah,
have
you,
been shot.
you,
They're
you
like,
pretend, yeah, and I'd totally pretend to help you.
yeah, let's do that exactly. And, you know, so people could go through the emotions. So yeah, it's all go go go, Johnny, go go go.
Beg your pardon.
I said it's all go go go, Johnny, go go go. You know, like it's all kicking off.
Who's Johnny?
It is an expression. Have you never heard it, huh?
I've heard of Johnny Bravo.
Well, he's a different man. He's not in the expression. That would be Johnny Bravo, vo, and that would be something totally different, huh?
Okay. So different name, different expression.
Totally, yeah. Can I ask you a question, huh?
You just did.
No, not Norman. Yourself. What is your name?
I'm here.
Hugh. All right. I have a question for you, Hugh.
We've met before.
See, I know. See, as a PD, huh? There was. See, when me and Ali was shot, there was an EMS who turned up and just sat there doing nothing, huh? And the big man came along in his car and spoke to him, huh? And didn't pick us up. So I was just wondering, why was that you, Hugh? Because that was the name that the PD said, huh?
Well, I didn't see who was in the car, but the person said there were gunshot victims, so like, get the police, stand back, it's not safe. And I did that. I thought that was wise to do. I had to just stand back and wait.
So you crapped it, huh?
Well, no, because the people who shot you could have still been around, and they could have shot me, and then the next EMS they came and got me, and then the EMS came and got them, and it'd
What
been
is your usual practice, Norman? Is that your usual protocol, huh?
Gotta go in when it's safe. There's no point us getting shot and then not being able to help anybody.
Uh-huh. And so you just listen to random dudes in cars that you don't see, huh?
They reminded me of the protocol. It was always protocol, regardless if they shouted it or not.
Uh-huh. So strangers know the protocol of the EMS better than the EMS, huh?
Yeah, I got a call
Curious,
from
huh?
Ralph yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I love
and
Ralph.
I turned up, but I didn't find him. He had vanished.
Well, Ralph moves in
Very
mysterious
spooky.
ways, you know.
It was
Very,
quite a
very
strange
mysterious.
evening last night for our pure alert system. There was a lot of confusion.
Maybe it's
I heard they updated
Halloween?
your software, huh?
Yeah, that's what we're on about.
Difficult to get used to, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a bit different, so
Uh-huh. But
we'll
yeah,
get used to it.
just next time, Hugh, you know, if you see a young girl who's in distress and is bleeding and crying out for the EMS to come, or even, you know, an handsome French man in
Well,
distress,
to be fair, I was waiting
maybe
far
come
enough
and see them,
away.
huh?
I was waiting far enough away that I couldn't hear.
But you could see us, huh? Just
I knew
disappointing.
I knew there was something there.
But
So you valid that I got shot then?
I'm just disappointed, Hugh. I'm just disappointed.
Don't
See you later,
be.
Norman.
I'm just
Take
doing my
care.
job. Also,
no
am I
problem.
doing my job? I'm not good enough for you.
I think Bobby's just a bit upset.
And I thought, as a
Getting
friend,
shot.
he would have respected that I was doing my job.
Gotta
If he had
find the
any
big man, you
respect,
see.
if he had any respect for me, he wouldn't be upset right now.
It's a mystery. But I turned up to a call from Ralph and his car was there, but he was nowhere to be seen. That was a bit spooky. I was like, is he hiding under the car or gonna jump out of a bush or...
You can drive.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no. Right.
right, I'll get it
Mark
marked.
that. Right, so we know that Susie left with Mr. Barmer, wasn't it?
Sounded like some sort, yeah.
I don't remember the other person in the car though. At the same one.
Looks like it.
Well, that one's male, so looks like we might have two down.
They both say male, but does with the closest from.
Any more details to it? That's at Pillbox, isn't it?
Pillbox car park, apparently. Yeah, it is.
Car park. Is that round the back?
To do round the back. Just no, here. Go right there. We're in our little car park.
Over here. These two need help.
Hello, gentlemen. What seems to be the problem?
I'm stuck in the car and
I
I'm
can wait.
dying.
I'll fall over, but I'll be fine. He really needs some help.
Hiya. What's going on here?
You're dying?
I got run over really badly.
How did you
Inside.
get run over in a car?
I was outside the car.
It was a
And then you
local.
were inside the car.
And then I got run over, and then I stood up, and I was like, I don't feel well, let's go to the hospital.
Dodgy.
And then, while I was in the car, I suddenly got very sleepy.
Oh dear, that's a shame. Look, can you tell me your name?
It's Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hello.
We were in a bit of a dodgy area, to be fair. No, like, cocaine dealing and that.
Are you sure you're okay, sir? You
Oh no,
seem
I'm
to
fucked.
be.
mate. Utterly fucked.
I said to be
let's have a
carrying on,
look
but
at
I
you
can't see
over
him.
here.
I think I'm still in the car.
Let's check you over. Stay still for me.
Alright, my right leg's extremely painful.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Oh, sorry.
That was
I'm
a
a
bit sore.
My friend has a
Stay still
legal
for me.
firearm.
I'm trying.
Perhaps if they shoot the lot.
I think I just need
Just wrap
somebody
that
who
up,
has
that
keys
should
to
fix
this
that, I
car to
think.
open this door.
I'm confused.
Okay, is that
Just,
a little
like,
bit
open
better?
the door, use your F1 muscle.
Let me see. No, still feels painful.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
let's give you some painkillers to cover it, I think.
I think I'm still here.
Yeah, I think it's down the
Oh,
car.
Jesus.
You get those? There you go.
I've got some painkillers and some bandages, but
Yeah,
it's-
take
it doesn't-
those.
Doesn't seem to be helping.
Oh, you got me! I'm saved! My hero!
Any better? Take both of them if
My
you need to.
hero!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay, let's get you looked at.
So what happened to you then?
Ah,
Did you get caught by the same local or?
well, I tried to pick up my pal from getting run over, and the
Ah,
car
I see.
decided to reverse into us at the same time, so it would.
Okay.
Oh, Susie. What the? Alright. I don't know if. No, my right leg is still very painful, apparently.
Yeah, the drugs will actually take a little while to kick in, so you may have to wait a little while for it to do its thing.
Alright,
Okay, but you will get better from it though.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
I trust
What's
you.
your name, sir?
It's Ace Hammer.
Ace Hammer. My name's Norman. Norman Cradduck.
Nice to meet you, Norman.
Lovely. I think my colleague has taken your colleague inside. If you want to go see.
Alright, I'll go see. Thank you.
It's left, isn't it? There we go. I always forget.
Sorry, Norman.
Yep.
Did you see where Susie went with my car? I think she's just. Oh, no,
Oh, there she is.
Alright, thank you, thank you.
I think that's the same. Textile City. Set waypoint. Oh, I think that must be the same one. Don't see any other markers on the map. Because that's inside the PD. I didn't know you could look at it on the map. You learn something every day. As I keep saying. Right.
Fuck!
What painkillers have you given this man?
Just the normal stuff.
He's having a bad reaction to it.
I tried to tell you, my legs are so painful.
Might need to take a nap to help the painkillers kick in.
Yeah, I
That's
think,
maybe the
you know what?
problem.
Is there somewhere I can lie down just to do that?
Yeah, just at the end of the hall would be alright. There's a bed just down
A
there.
gurney. Oh, yeah, I see.
Interesting. Susie and Rupp. Now I know out of character what Susie's trying to do. I think. But I don't think Norman knows.
Where
Can't
is
he
it?
just change what?
Are you okay?
So, I can't remember what you said his name was.
Kill you and things.
Susie went this direction.
I just saw your advert on Twitter, and for some reason I had your number saved in my phone, coincidentally. I think I'm just wanting to find out a bit more about what you offer, because I feel rather burdened at the moment. Oh, yeah, actually, it does feel a little bit like fate.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm tied up in the middle of something at the moment, but should I just call you?
Norman, where are you?
To meet up, then?
I was just checking where Susie had gone, that's all. Are you all healed up, sir?
I am. I'm feeling much better now. Thank you very much. Honestly, work as saints here. Work as saints.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You didn't see where Susie ran off to, did you?
No, I was with you.
Bloody hell.
Where's your other colleague?
He's just had a quick sleep. He'll be here in a sec.
There
you are.
There.
Where have you been?
I've just been on the phone to someone, that was all. Nothing to worry about. How you feeling?
You've been on phone to? Me and Ace have been here.
Yeah, been just on the phone to a friend, that's all. What?
Hmm.
Are you okay now?
I'm feeling a little bit better. Just waiting for Ace. Have his nap.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't react well to those drugs.
No, I don't think so. Bless him.
No one ever does. Maybe we should change the drugs.
You want to change him?
Yeah, or at least provide one of those leaflets that lets you know what the common side effects are.
The
That's
ones
the
that you
one.
unfold and can't figure out how to fold them back up.
That's the one. There he is.
Just start giving people hallucinogens.
Oh, like maps. Maps to what your painkillers will do to you.
Come on.
Have you ever drank alcohol while on painkillers? Because
Yes, it's not a good idea.
Thank you so much for the help, the both of you. That was
No problem at all.
Yeah, thank you so much for your
much
help.
like my shin did. It cracked as well, but anyway. You have a good
Take
night.
care of yourself.
Enjoy your night. Just wave goodbye. You can't figure out doors.
I hate these doors.
Goodbye. Just wave them off. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That's a little bit of action today.
Did you put the ambulance away?
Yeah, it needed refueled.
Ah.
Just to be sure. Gosh, the locals are aggressive tonight. Oh, that seemed quite civil.
Ooh.
If we're going to see, is it Ali? Ooh, more action. Ali Didas. Need to.
It's the police. Do-do-do-do-do.
Good evening,
Hello.
Mr. LeChuck.
Hey, how's it going?
Can we help
well?
you?
No, I just came out to check what was going on. It's really quiet everywhere else.
Yep. Quiet up here too. It's unnerving.
Yep,
Too quiet.
only had a few people.
Yep,
Yeah, I
managed
know,
to
because
send them on their way then.
We're getting the pings for it too, for some reason.
Yeah, it's all sorted though. Nothing
Wait,
major.
you're not getting the police ones, are you?
No, no.
No.
Thankfully not. We're still getting our head round the new system, so
Yeah, we have no idea how to add anything to it.
no.
Oh,
The calls thing is
What?
good though.
what, like when you open it, what tabs do you have on the left side?
Dashboard, profiles, reports, ICU, roster, and staff logs.
Okay, so we have a reports one, but we use it for, you know, if somebody calls in and says like, oh, I saw this person do that thing, you should add it in there. And then for the actual
Yeah.
cases, we have one called incidents.
Oh.
But maybe you can use the reports.
We have
for-
reports in IC.
What's the ICU
Yeah,
for?
our ICU one isn't working at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh.
So
Well,
we're
if the
having to use
reports
the old
one-
method.
If the reports one looks like the one we have, then do you not have like a new button?
Yeah.
Ah,
What would
okay.
you- yeah, so like you do that and then you type in the stuff and you save it, and it shows up on the left. I'm
See,
not sure what you'd use it for.
we've-
though.
It's good. So, like, say, like, I treat a patient, but then went off duty, but then the same patient comes in and Norman's on duty, means Norman can take over without.
Right. Okay, that makes
Yeah, it's
sense.
the same. It's the same problem as the ICU ones. We can't save any reports or ICUs.
Oh, it's not saving.
No, I've reported it to the government Discord to see if they can fix it, but
I
it doesn't
see.
seem to. It's intermittent. Sally was able to add something to it, but then she wasn't able to add a second thing to it.
Like, I had to try to add a bunch of tests yesterday, and it just wasn't working. I just tried to do a test there, and nothing went
Because
through.
we had previous reports in there from yesterday. I don't think they're coming up.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh no, they're still there. That one, but that's the only one we're able to add.
For a little bit yesterday, it wasn't letting me save. It was letting other people save. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
after a while, it started to let me save as well. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
I guess you know the new system is gonna have some issues at the start.
Yeah, teething problems and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the station.
We can
Let's see.
watch you go dirty.
Have you eaten today, LeChuck?
Yes. So like what happened
Are
yesterday?
you
is that-
sure?
Yeah. What happened yesterday? I was like, oh my god, we have this new thing, right? And I started like testing stuff on it and kind of forgot to drink. Because I've been
Yeah.
waiting for it for so long.
Easily done.
Yeah, I'll see you around then.
Damn
No, I
it.
mean, you just give them to me.
You can have them. I meant to give them to him, but
What, sorry?
Norman might give you chocolate, but give it to me.
Oh, thank you.
there you go.
Alright, see ya.
I reckon everyone should get chocolate.
Chocolate.
Right, See who's on duty. Yeah. Who is Jock McCall? I've not seen him in the list before. Right, where should we go now?
Up to you.
Right, so we went to the Cat Cafe. Let's go to the Burger Shop.
Burger Shop?
Well, you never know, it might be occupied. I always forget which side to get in. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I'll mark it on the map.
Have you marked it? Oh, there we are.
There we go. Jamestown St. Rancho. 1 mile. Still don't know what the detached does. Seem to be getting a lot of calls, but from the same person. Got my seatbelt.
I've not been down here much.
Ah, no, right. It's all neighbourhoods, isn't it? Should be up here on the left there. Oh, I see him. He's in the middle of the car park.
Hiya. What's happened to you this time?
A local took exception to the tour I took from.
Are you
Fuck out, mate.
Are you here alone?
Yeah, he's over there on the ground. You see him behind you.
Oh, that's the local.
Ah.
Aye.
There's a local now.
Unfortunately, I think he's passed away.
Dear, dear.
Must be.
Oh no, you're at the Spain. Is that your blue car?
It is, yeah.
Is there
Matches my
anyone
hoodie.
else with you?
No, nobody's here. It's just me.
It's just... It wasn't your name that came through in the call.
I'm here alone now. My pals abandoned me when they saw the local try and take me on. They're no very good at fighting.
Oh dear.
They ran away.
Right, do you want hospital treatment or do we think you'll be okay here?
I think I might be okay here, but I'll let yous be the judge.
No, it's just irritated, so you may be okay.
Yeah. Just some bad bruising.
Oh, right, okay, that's good to know.
Can't I see anything clipping through?
It was a wee bit tender there. Oh, there we go.
What?
There we are.
What?
There's some painkillers.
Oh, thank you so much.
Don't see anything clipping. Thankfully.
Oh, that's magic. Listen, can I give you a tip or something? Because I feel like you've been going above and beyond here.
That's very kind of you. Of course you can.
What's your IDs?
60.
84.
So close to being nice. Thank you very much. I should put that towards lots of Twixes.
Here you
Oh,
go.
thank you very much.
Right, you have a good night, and I'm gonna try my hardest not to need your assistance again, because that was bad.
I know that's
next-
what I was saying to everybody else.
Next time we'll bring a loyalty card with us.
I think so. That would be good, but I really don't want to have to get 10 stamps, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Right, thank you.
That wasn't too serious.
Yeah, he's a nice young man.
Yeah. What's his name again? I forgot.
I don't remember now.
I'm sure we'll see him again. Right, we were going to where? I forget.
Burger shot, or we could go to kill la la.
Is a door swinging open or something?
Don't think so.
Something was making a noise. We're gonna pass. That must be LeChuck. Nino, 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 Nino. I wonder if he heard me. I think the police must be training today if it's only LeChuck on.
Nino, 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 Nino.
Right, who is it that owns the bar? Danny, isn't it?
Yeah, Danny, digital.
And who's the new dude, the new barman?
Well, I can't remember.
Can't remember his name. I know Jeb works there. Is it Dirk? Is that his name?
I think you might be right.
Have you got a thing against hydrants?
Why should they have all the water?
And lampposts?
Why should they have all the light?
I'm glad you don't have a beef with the trees. No one here! I am wearing my seatbelt. Dodgy door, I think.
You can drive now.
Not if I don't have the keys. Can't search for the keys. Can you hand me the keys? Lovely. Right, where should we go?
Let's go back to Pillbox briefly.
Mark it for me if you can.
I might jump off for the night. We'll see.
Go this way. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. So what was clipping then? What did I not see that someone else did? Who knows? I know that Ralph was inadvertently wearing a bra yesterday, because his t-shirt was clipping through his jumper. That's quite funny. It does seem to be very quiet for a Saturday night. I expected more. But I suppose all nights can't be full of action. Starsky and Hutch style coming up. Oh, that wasn't as good as I thought. There we go. Lovely. Drink some water. There are some weird sounds going on. Odd.
Right, I'm gonna go on a break. I might be back working later, we'll see.
Okay, have fun.
Pleasure as always.
Oh, so I suppose it's glad that I jumped on and did some RP streams during the week, which is very unusual for me. So I'm normally just streaming Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday. But I've got to do some extra because of events that were happening. But those events are happening elsewhere at the moment. Let's check our crypto. How are we doing? 342. It's going up, 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 and then down, down, down. I think I want to sell probably about 400-ish. Could maybe buy a couple. No, we'll wait until it gets to 400, then we'll sell all of it. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It'd be cool if that stuff was linked to the Discord, but I'd imagine that would mean that you'd have people logging on, checking their crypto and logging off again. And that would be classed as power gaming, I suppose. But I did wonder whether they could actually get the tweets to go through to the Discord, because it would be good to keep a close eye on what's happening in the world. So what's happening with this Solaire thing? Oh no. The Celestial Seekers Network. Confidence, leadership skills, direction and meaning. Use burden. Book an expulsion session today. Call 123-789-1542. What I want to know is, what are the police doing to stop this shite? A joke. What shite is that exactly? Bobby, hope you're okay. Last was intense. Let's talk. Thanks. Rub, not met you yet, but nice to know the city has some class folk like you. Fancy a burger or a cat pizza? Your choice. What I want to know is, what are the police doing to stop this shite? I'll read the same thing twice. You seem weighed down by it with many burdens. I'm weighed down with many burdens right now. Would you like to become unburdened? I'm down for a wee chat. Just getting my stuff together. I would. It's been a lot recently. Ali? Who is Ali Didas? But where Ali was one of the EMS. Didn't get a second name. If you would like to meet at your favourite place, I can offer unburdening. Highly recommend this service. Leaves you a wee bit lightheaded, but it's good to be unburdened. 5-5 would breathe again. What the fuck? So what's the ad then? That's the ad. Okay. It's pretty they're not persistent though, but can't have everything, I suppose. Can't have everything. Oh, hear me. So how is everybody's Saturday going? How is everybody's Saturday? Doing anything exciting? Catching up on some Discord things. RP server. Live. Balmer was live. That's Rub that we just met. Live. Doing some criminal shit. It says Emily, I think. She doesn't give us her name. We're having the same problem with the port thing. We get to work reliably. I saw a bike. Is that someone to talk to? Or are they just using our steps for stunts? Yeah, must have done. Now, I'm tempted to use the helicopter, but there's part of me that kind of thinks, well, in character, Norman hasn't got shown how to use the helicopter. So question. Pigs have hooves, right? But do you think a hoof can hold a gun asking for a friend? I think call them trotters. Yeah. Can pigs use their trotters to hold a gun? It's haunting me, man. Maybe Ali was the one that got shot with Bobby. It's all a bit of a mystery. Sometimes what I feel half of this stuff is it's being a sleuth to find out things. Oh, come on. There's one exact little bit that you need to go to get it. I keep wanting to press M to go to the map. One there, one there. One thing I should tell them. Did I put it in the... I may have put it in the bugs already. Oh yeah, I've put it there already. Quite funny that we can see the police on the map now. So we can possibly troll them a little. Right there. Nina, 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 Nina. I don't know if he would have heard me.
Call me at the place tonight.
Someone stealing a car? So I've had a little bit of the taste of kind of being involved in would you call it a main storyline? That's probably the lamppost we put down earlier. Still don't know how I'm going to incorporate my character in any gang-related activities. Unsure. We're in the city. Jaffa is streaming. That's Bobby is streaming. Boom. Doing their stuff. I'm not. Know what they're doing. Oh. Didn't get a chance to go down a burger shot last time. Do I want to know what happened here? Probably not. It wouldn't it be nice when they activate the fairground so we can go down there and... That looks like a player, doesn't it? Who would have a shocking pink car with their door open? Doop, 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 doop. It is nice that some people have actually made or bought very distinctive cars, so you can definitely tell who they are. Tell them apart from the locals, and obviously you can tell who they are when they zoom through red lights at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So. I've got a clip of getting blasted by the police going through a red light. But get out of the way. No one in there. Doo-doo-doo. I am tempted to time. It's nearly 11 o'clock. No doubt it's probably going to kick off when I log off. But I have a feeling that a few people not streaming today because they're exhausted from having the long sessions until 3 AM before. Here, a helicopter. Ah! I just wish I could earn lots of money, really. I have things to do. Motorbikes to buy. Player. They look like locals to me. So they do.
I'm over here.
Stop by the hotel later.
Hey, you know my solution to your
I'd have a bit of a think how I could possibly get more involved in some of the RP. We've got to make more connections, I think. I mean, I've got my fingers in a couple of pies. I mean, I know the motorcycle gang. I know of the pest control. I also know of Bobby and Ralph's venture. I always forget it's down here because I have zoomed up that ramp before and nearly gone over the edge. It just comes to a stop here, but there's a gap in the wall. I haven't gone off it yet. Very close. Only something kicking off at PD. Not today though. Everyone's tied themselves out. RPing elsewhere. That's the car we saw. Pussycat. Ooh. Norm is becoming passive aggressive. That's Zeppelin. Different for everyone, a lot of it. Oh, what's the thing to do with pigs gone? Can pig use trotters hold a gun? It's haunted me, man. I once had a pal whose sister trainer trained her cat to use the toilet. Anything's possible these days. Yeah, okay, be careful if you go near any farm. Note, expulsion sessions are kept private. Confidentiality is good. Expulge. That's a weird word. Expulge. Burden day. If you're haunted, I can help. Ah! Policeman in there. Right, we're gonna go back to PD. Pillbox. And call it a night, because it doesn't seem to be a lot of action for me, particularly. Got to have a bit of a ruminate on how I might be able to get involved with things. Looked like Susie. I'm now off duty. Now for once I'm going to respawn. Plunk myself in. Yeah. Didn't know we had a window. Right, I'm off to other street. To Gaffer doing something. Let's go for Bobby. He hasn't given many. good fun. I like him. I like him a lot.